Seriously enough, it's from ESPN. It's not even a horrible fanspo trade. It's an ESPN article. Am I going to get pissed off by this? This was published today. Potential trade offers for 2025 draft pick Cooper Flagg. So let me just tell you this. If you're a Mavericks fan and something like this just gets you a little anxious, right? You see something like this and your ears perk up and you're like, oh, fuck, why are they talking about that? Like, oh, this scares me. Why are they talking about that? Sleep easy. They're drafting Cooper Flagg. Okay. There's no reason to get worked up. They're drafting him. Okay. Can't believe it's not the Onion. That could be a funny little that could be a funny Twitter account. I can't believe it's not the Onion in its ESPN articles. Matt with the 499 trade possibility. Mavs send PJ Hardy, Omax in 29, 2030 swap. Pacers send Nimhard and McConnell. PJ Hardy, Omax, 29, 2030 swap. That kind of feels like a lot. Does it not a little bit? All right, let's see. We know the Dallas Mavericks have said they plan to select Duke forward Cooper Flagg in the 2025 NBA draft and will not entertain the possibility of trading the pick away. But what if a trade offer landed on the desk of Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison and team governor Patrick Dumont that at least force the organization to briefly consider the option before saying no? All right, I don't mind this thought exercise. If it's like, all right, let's just say, put yourself in the shoes of a team that watches Cooper Flagg. You're like, holy fuck, we need this guy. Like, what's the best package we can put together to get him? That's the thought exercise, I'm assuming. With less than a month before the 2-day draft, damn, that's right around the corner, huh? Let's see. Let's see what they're cooking up. How keeping the number one pick plays into the Mavs' future. So let's just say this, right? They're going to keep him. It makes all the sense in the world. I promise you guys they're drafting Cooper Flagg. He fits in very well with this current team. It's this team that's trying to compete for a championship right now. Okay? And say what you want about that, but that's just the truth. They're trying to compete for a championship right now. And also, it's like this get out of jail free card. This one thing that I don't think people are fully grasping when they're doing well, it is Nico Harrison. He's so stupid. Well, that's fine. But you're right there. You are correct. But Patrick Dumont, who hilariously enough, completely and totally unaware of really anything when it comes to owning a basketball team, the repercussions of trading franchise level players, how fans would react to certain things. Just a hilarious individual, really. He saw firsthand how upset people get. There's no way in fuck he's going to let them trade Cooper Flagg. Like, that's just it. Ownership would step in. Straight up. That's it. That's the thing that people aren't fully factoring in. Ownership will step in if this is even considered an option. Okay? So that's it. But as sources confirmed to ESPN, the Mavericks plan to select Flagg and will not entertain the possibility of trading away the pick for a proven superstar. While there is a temptation, especially if a player such as Antetokounmpo were available in a trade, the approach by Dallas is smart from a roster building standpoint. Yeah, I mean, even if you did want to do the Giannis thing, the money aspect of it, that's just, it makes it next to impossible. Offer number one, the Spurs move up to build the front court of the future. So this is one of them that I thought was interesting, right? The Spurs one. San Antonio gets the number one overall pick. The Mavs get the second overall pick in the draft, so they move down one spot. They also get the 14th overall pick in this draft. A 2027 Atlanta Hawks first, and you get your 2030 pick swap back, which the Mavs owe the Spurs a 2030 pick swap. So it's just picks for picks here. You're moving back one. You're getting Dylan Harper. You're also getting the 14th overall pick. You're also getting the last pick of the lottery. Right? Yeah, the last pick of the lottery. And what could be a pretty interesting 2027 Atlanta first. Terrible trade? No, obviously I wouldn't do this. Obviously not. Like, I'm 100% on Cooper Flagg. Now, if I were like a little hesitant And I was like, I think Cooper Flagg's really good, but I don't know how much better he is than Dylan Harper. And I love Dylan Harper. Like, I think Dylan Harper might be as good as Cooper Flagg. Then I could see considering this, honestly. I don't think that's that terrible. But I don't think Dylan Harper's as good as Cooper Flagg, and I don't think teams look at them that way. But I do think Dylan Harper's really good. So this would be interesting. Fultz Tatum trade didn't work out for the team that moved back. I don't know if I would compare Fultz to Cooper Flagg, though. That's like a different. All right, here we go. That's a different thing entirely. Okay, what the hell is this one? Offer number 2. Cavs form new star trio in Flagg, Mobley, and Garland. All right. So the Mavs in this hypothetical trade, the Mavs are getting Donovan Mitchell, a Lakers first in 2031, a 2028 pick swap from the Lakers, and a 2030 pick swap from the Lakers. So you're owning the next 5 years of Lakers draft picks because you'll have 28, 29, 2030, and 2031. That's kind of funny. And that does open up the pathways for funny trades down the line. The Cavs get the number 1 overall pick. And PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford in this trade. What the fuck? The Lakers get Jared Allen. And the Bulls are in this for what? Salary cap stuff. They're getting Dalton Knecht and Caleb Martin and a bunch of second-round picks. I mean, all right. This is interesting. This is actually an interesting one. I think it's terrible for the Mavs. Horrible. I think this one is garbage for the Mavericks. Like, the Spurs one makes more sense if you're like not that sold on Flagg. This one's terrible. The Cavs do this, right? If this were presented to the Cavs tomorrow, they're saying yes to this, correct? You're getting the number 1 overall pick in this draft, Cooper Flagg, stud. But you're also getting 2 incredible role players in PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Javon Carter. Gabe Vincent's good. Maxi, I love the guy, but let's be serious. Oh, yeah, I just now realized the Lakers are getting fucked in this trade. The Lakers are getting fucked in this trade. Jared Allen is good. They're giving up 3 picks and Dalton Knecht for Jared Allen. Oh, lordy. No, that ain't happening. The Cavs say yes. The Lakers tell you to go fuck yourself. I guess the Bulls say yes. I mean, why would they say no to this? And the Mavs say no. This is horrible for Dallas. And in ESPN's defense, right? Like, if you were to trade for a guy like Donovan Mitchell as the Mavs and not trade AD or Kyrie, like, yes, PJ, Gafford, all those guys have to be traded to make contracts work. So you see that, and that's why. But yeah, that's a no for me. That's a no for me. Mavs pick up Devin Booker and elite big man depth. All right. I can't imagine a trade with the Suns is good. So the Mavs get Devin Booker, the 29th pick in this draft. Look at these fucking swaps, bro. A shitty 2028 first rounder where you're getting the least favorable of your own, the Knicks, and the Wizards. So probably a shitty pick. And then a 2029 first round pick swap where you're getting the least favorable of Cavs, Timberwolves, Jazz. Again, probably a shitty pick. And you're trading 2025, the number 1 overall pick, Klay Thompson, PJ, Najee, and Caleb Martin. This is the worst trade I've ever seen. This one is horrible. This one is horrid. I'll give some benefit of the doubt. The first one with the Spurs is not that terrible. The line of thinking, the logic is there. I see it. The Donovan Mitchell one, I applaud the creativity of the Donovan Mitchell one. This one is horrid. The premise of this offer, trading a potential NBA megastar, is to underscore the Mavericks need to improve their roster now. Yeah, I get the sentiment. I get what you're saying. But landing the number 1 overall pick just makes that all null and void. Like, this would be different if we're talking the 6th overall pick. Like, let's say the Mavericks moved up to 4. Then we're talking, this is a different conversation. It's all null and void now. They're talking about the number 1 overall pick. And it being a guy like Cooper Flagg. If this were last year, And it's like Zachary Ricochet, like Alex Sarr, like ugh. Hey, Phoenix, any chance you want like just to shut this all down? Not with Cooper Flagg, man. Mavs pick up Booker and elite big man depth. Where's the elite big man depth coming from? Are they saying like they draft one late in the draft or something? I don't really get it. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think the Suns say yes to this. I know the Suns have said no Devin Booker trade, right? But they're saying yes to this, right? I mean, you'd have to say yes to this, I think. And the one trade that is hard to pass on. Marks picks most realistic of the trades and explains why or why not it could be feasible. The Mitchell Booker trades make the most sense if the Mavericks were operating on a 2 to 3 year timeline that Harrison described after trading for Davis, but the same timeline expanded an extra 8 years when Dallas won the draft lottery and right the draft an impactful defender and versatile talent and Flagg. I think that's another thing too you have to factor in. Like, yes, I know they did the this is our window is 3 years or whatever, but like Flagg fits perfectly in what they want and what they've openly said they wanted. They don't even do a Giannis trade in here, really? Like, that's the only one. A Giannis trade is like, okay, at least you're getting Giannis. Like, Booker, I mean, Booker's going to have to show me something this year, or else I'm worried about the direction he's headed in. I'll just say that. Trading out of the first pick is certainly a risk considering Flagg's upside and his fit alongside Davis, but the Mavs moving back one slot to 2 to draft Harper and picking up 3 additional draft assets is hard to pass. Now, if a report came out tomorrow that the Spurs have offered that exact package to the Mavs, that's on the table for Dallas, I'd sleep a little uneasy at night. I'll be honest with you. I'd sleep a little uneasy because I wouldn't be all that sure. I wouldn't be all that sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that's the Spurs one is far and away the best offer here. I want to take. I would want to take Flagg, but if you weren't all that convinced Flagg is that much better than Harper, then I mean, this is pretty fucking good. Number 2 overall pick, number 14 overall pick, future Hawks pick, and then your own 2030 pick back, and you're still getting like someone who projects to be. I mean, some of the comps for Dylan Harper is a bigger Jalen Brunson. Like, do you realize what that player is? Sometimes these comparisons, bigger Jalen Brunson. I always love the ones where it's like really good, athletic, rim running center who can block shots with a jumper. It's like, okay, you just described like a top 10 player in the league. The reason we can't trade for Harper is because Cooper and Wemby is something we cannot afford. That's actually a pretty good point. Yeah, a bigger Brunson is insane. That's a great point, Lightskin. That's a great point that the Spurs do have this like weird logjam currently in their backcourt. Let them figure it out. Cade Cunningham equals bigger Jalen Brunson. I don't think they play all that similarly, to be honest with you. It's weird to say that Cade's best comp in some ways is, again, in some ways, is Luka. Obviously, he's not as good as Luka.